Hello, and thank you for joining me. This is Jen Espinosa-Goswami here for your weekly Sunday sermon. So recently I shared a video that tells on how long it takes to apply for a speaking opportunity or a speaking event. I will link to this video below this one. But today I'd like to talk about, should you pay to show up on someone's stage? Now, this came up as a question in my community because one of the things I taught last week was how to get paid to speak. And so some of the things I talked about in that presentation, and let me know if you want a copy of that presentation. I can send you the link to it. Just comment below this video and let me know what email address to send it to. I'd be happy to send it your way. But one of the things I talked about is not every way you get paid to speak includes money. So on the same token, sometimes when you're approaching a summit event or a special opportunity to get in front of someone else's audience, they will ask you to pay them money to show up as an expert speaker. Now, there are some benefits to doing this, of course, because oftentimes these are people who make a living or certainly make some profit on their events. So in that case, they spend a lot of effort in terms of marketing, introducing you to the right audiences, attracting the right audiences of your ideal clients. So that is definitely a benefit to working with a professional in the event space who does do the groundwork for you to have the right people in the audience, butts in seats, if you will. And that's work that you do not have to do. So in a sense, you are paying for creating value for whoever they bring to that event. However, how can you become a paid speaker if you are the one who is forking out all of the money to show up on other events? Well, if you know what a successful speech looks like for your business, and everyone determines this, I do not tell you what success looks like in your speaking business, but there are different ways to show success. And I'm pretty sure I recorded a video on this, so I will link below this video to that specific one. But what's important when it comes to determining whether you should pay to show up on someone else's stage is, what do you hope to receive from that opportunity? I remember watching a show called Billionaire Undercover or something along those lines. And the millionaire was plopped into the middle of a town in Colorado, and he knew no one. He had none of his phone numbers or his contact people to reach out to with support. So he decided during St. Patty's Day to buy a bunch of things from the dollar store, and he sold those items at a significant markup to people who are exiting the bars out of St. Patty's Day. So St. Patty's Day was happening around that time. There was a significant bar component within the city that he was dropped into. And he said, oh, I can sell these things. He was a born salesman. He felt confident in his skills. So he spent the last of his remaining dollars, because he was only given a very small amount of money to work with to build this business from scratch. He used all of his money. He paid all of his remaining funds to buy these dollar store items so that he could then turn around and sell them for 3 times, 4 times what he paid for them. In that sense, it was a huge gamble. It was a risk. It was a significant investment considering he had very little money in his hand. And it paid off brilliantly for him. I think he tripled his investment. So, I think if he dropped $100, he received $300 from just selling these things. So if you're a person who feels very comfortable with selling from the stage, there's no reason you shouldn't pay to show up on someone else's stage, especially if they can guarantee a certain number of audience members or the right type of audience for your presentation. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like to sell from the stage, it is not a good fit for you. If you are someone who's prohibited from selling from a stage, or you have not shown a track record of being able to do so, it might be a little too risky for your business and your model for where you are right now. So when you're thinking about, should I pay to show up on this person's stage, whether it's a podcast interview, it's a summit event, it's some sort of other opportunity, pay attention to what success looks like for you. Does success look like signing clients? Does success look like selling books, programs, or services from the stage, or even afterwards? Or does success look like just building your own platform? Maybe you want to add people to your email list. Maybe you want to invite folks to take that next step with you, whatever that looks like for your business. And it's not necessarily a monetary reward, but it's you growing your passion and your services. In that case, it might be worthwhile to you if you're starting from scratch. You don't have the audience, you don't have the people to sell to right now. it might be worth your time. It is a gamble, but if you're someone who struggles with selling from the stage, let's have a conversation, because there are many ways you can sell from the stage without feeling like, snake oil car salesman kind of situation. You can certainly sell from the stage, and you can do it in a way that feels natural, intuitive, and not like you're a salesperson, but you're a person who's offering folks to take the next step with you. You're of service to people when you're selling from the stage. And there are certain words you can use to make it feel like an authentic connection as opposed to just a dollar sign. Okay, so today we talked about, should you pay to speak? And the answer is, it depends. But you really have to dig into your business model to see if it makes the most sense for your business. And if you'd like my support with that, please let me know. My name is Jen Espinosa-Goswami. Join my email list if you haven't already, and we can connect for a phone call and see what that might look like for your particular business. And don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos on how to get paid as a public speaker and grow your platform. This is Jen. We'll see you next week.